Hello guys, you're welcome to the channel. Today we are back again with another live session, and I'm gonna teach you how to make beats, you know, from the scratch. For those of you who really would love to learn or would like to learn how to make beats on YouTube, I'm here. I am here to put you through. You're welcome wherever you're watching me from, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss anytime I go live, because it's going to be very educative. It's going to be very educative for those people, for those of you who aspire to be a producer, or for those of you who are also already a producer. You already know how to do these. You're also welcome. Your suggestions are actually very, very much welcome. Thank you. So without too much of talking, I'm gonna dive right into it. And we are going to learn how to make a beat, and we're going to learn how to make a beat using the FL Studio DAW. And mind you, there are so many DAWs out there. We have like the Logic, we have like the Ableton Live, we have Studio One, Cubase, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to use FL Studio for the purpose of this tutorial, because that is the DAW that I'm very much conversant with. Thank you. All right. Let's get it. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right. So, this is the FL Studio, and I will start with the introduction for those of you who doesn't really know. Now, this is called Channel Rack. Now, this is where like, I would say this is drawing board of everything. This is where you like lay your patterns. This is where you lay your melodies. So on this rack you have a lot. You can see that they are preloaded instruments. These are samples. So I actually preloaded this, and this is a clap there. That's a hi-hat and a snare. So, and it's quite very simple. When it comes to music, when it comes to drums, the kick is always present, is primary, snare is primary, most of the times hi-hat and other instrumentation. So apart from just this four that we have here, you can always add more if you need more, depending on what you have on your system. Then if you have like a third party plugin, you can always load it up and load up your instrument. So we'll get to that. But first of all, this is just what we are going to start with for the sake of those who are just getting started on how to make beats. All right, so if you're just getting started on how to make beats, this is the place to be. All right, so now there's another thing we call, if you look up here, we have what we call tempo. Now this tempo here is at this tempo here up here. Right now the default is showing 130. Now, depending on how fast you want the beat to be, you can actually increase or reduce it. Like if I turn on the metronome, you can see how the tempo of this project is, like how fast or how you can see the speed of the tempo. So now this is going to determine how fast the song is going to be. So if I say, okay, this metronome is too fast, I'm going to reduce it, so that maybe the song I'm trying to create is probably not on this kind of fast pace. I can just reduce it. Maybe I can drag it down a little bit to what I want. Let's say maybe the beat I want to create maybe I want it to be on this speed, on this metronome, so I can say, okay, yeah, I'm satisfied. So the most important thing, the first thing you should do is to set your tempo. Then now we have to now decide on what to do next. Now we have to start with the drum. Some people can start with the drum, some people do start with the melody, but for me, I like starting with the drum. Hi Samuel Bella, thank you for joining. This is a tutorial on how to create beats. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. And so let's continue. So on this pattern here, we have the kick, like I said, clap, hi-hat, and the snare. Okay, so now let's just probably, now I don't like the way this clap is, and I don't like the way this hi-hat is, and I want to change it. What I would do is I'm going to, like, maybe replace it with another sound. Now on this left hand side of this software, you can see that this is the browser. This is where you can pick your samples. Okay, now some of these samples, most of my samples are third-party samples. I downloaded them, so if you just install, you might not have all this, so you have to now find them, download, probably buy some sample packs, you understand. So moving forward, so I'm looking for something to, I want to replace this. Maybe probably the song I want to create does not require me to use a clap or a hi-hat. I will just say, okay, maybe what I would do is I will ignore that, probably find something else to replace it. Okay, all right, so let's start. Let's create our first drum pattern, so that you can see how easy it is. So I have a kick, so probably I just want my kick to go on is on 4 steps. So I will just like right click and select fill each 4 steps. Or if you're not seeing that, let's say I'll just like put the first one, put the second one, the third one. So these 4 steps. Okay, so that is probably the song I want to make. I just want it to have a steady kick like this, so I'll just fill it up like that. Okay, all right, so now the next thing I would do is find a snare. I already have a snare loaded up, so let's say I want to just do the typical Afrobeat bounce. I'll just tap it like this. Okay, I could just do something like this. Let's say like that snare, I don't really like it, and I wish to change it to something else. I will go back to my browser. I'll look for another sample, snare sample, probably use something like this. I think I like it. What you do is just drag and drop. You understand? What you do is just drag and drop. See? So I'll probably just reduce the volume a little bit, because I feel like maybe it's too loud. Yeah, so you see, it's very easy, very easy. Yeah, it's actually use Logic. Honestly, I don't have Logic on my system right now, so I have FL Studio right now. So maybe on my next tutorial, use Logic, so that for those of you who wants to learn with Logic, get to understand also how to create beats using Logic. Anyways, thanks for the suggestion. It's noted, and you're welcome. All right, so let's continue. So this is just very easy. If you follow what I've been saying since from the beginning of this video, see how easy it is. We've just created a very simple bounce with just kick and snare. So now the next thing we are going to do is probably just, we are going to find we're going to find another sound that will complement this. So I will look for a shaker. Now when we talk about Afrobeats, shakers are always very mostly used in Afrobeats. So now I will look for a shaker. So there are some shakers that are loops. So if you want to like use a loop, it's like the fastest way of actually working, or you don't want to waste time creating shakers. Then these are like shakers that I can decide to create it by myself by just dragging it. I could just drag, drag and then try to fill it up, but like maybe that's not what I want. So I could customize it the way I want. Now look at what is going to happen. If I want to customize it, I have to like open the channel and then I'll fill it up. Now this is called the piano roll. I'll just fill it up manually the way I want it. Probably I just want like it to go like this. You understand? I could drop it like this. So you see, we've got something very easy, very nice, beautiful. So you see that we are making progress. This is just the typical Afrobeat bounce, the Nigerian bounce, Ghanaian bounce. This is just a typical. So for those of you who want to learn how to create, you see it's so easy. But if I can also decide to change this shaker, if I don't like the way it bounces, I can decide to go with the loop. So what I would do is, I have to lay this pattern inside the playlist. Now I have to click here, this place here, to open my playlist. Now if you look at here, it's called pattern 1, and that is where I did this. So all I have to do is, since I'm already on pattern 1, I will go to any place on that playlist and I'll click. You understand? Since I'm already on that pattern 1, I'll click there and then I will align it to. Now this is where I'm going to arrange the length of the song. This is where the song structure begins. You understand? So on this playlist is where you structure your song, your beat or whatsoever. So now you determine how long you want each instrument to play, or at what point that maybe you're expecting it. At what point you're expecting it to come up. You understand? So now, because I want to change this, I don't like this pattern, because I want to change this shaker. Because I want to change this shaker, what I will do is I will just probably silence it by just clicking here. See, if you click, it comes up. Click again, the light goes off. So once the light goes off, it means it's off. All right, so the next thing is I would easily just go drag that loop. I'll bring it in, because I love the way this sounds, and most Afrobeat you always hear that shaker. Now if you double tap on this, it's going to open up this window and you can control so many things here. You can control the volume, you can pan it if you want to pan it to the left, or you want to pan it to the right. Okay, but I'll keep it in the center. So, and there are so many other things that you can do with it, but for the purpose of this video I will just leave it. I won't touch anything apart from just reducing the volume. So now let's play it together inside the playlist. Now for us to play it in the playlist, we have to change. If you look at this color here, this orange color, you can see that it's showing P80, which means that we are still on the pattern. That means if I click play now, it's going to just play whatever we had on this pattern 1. Okay, so for the fact that I don't want it to play just what we have I want to play what we have on the playlist, I have to change it from pattern to song. You understand? So now it shows green. That means we are on the song. So if I click play now, it's going to play what is in the playlist. Now let's play and listen. So you see, it's very easy, very simple. So this, you can use this technique to apply, do anything you want to do. Any sound you wish to add to you can use this technique to create wonderful sound that you want to, any kind of sound you want to create. You can just apply this technique. Now I want to add another like something like a conga, because most Afrobeat sounds you always hear that conga sound. You understand? So I want to add a conga to this. Let me keep playing the drum again. Okay. Now let's find. Sorry for the break. Let's find a conga, some percussions to add up to this to make it sound beautiful. So let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I think I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So we are making progress. We are making progress. See? Easy, easy, very easy. It's so easy to create a drum pattern in FL Studio. One of the easiest DAW to use to create beats. This is one of the easiest. All right. So I can still add something else. Sometimes, most of the times, we have like a call and response conga in Afrobeat. So one will play first, the second one will come. Excuse me. All right. So 1 minute. All right. So let me pick this call. All right. I can't pick that call right now because during live and all right. Let's continue. So like I said, we always have something like a call and response in when we talk about making beats, Afrobeat especially. So I will have to find another conga that is going to follow up with that. So you see that is very easy. It makes it gives this real Afrobeat bounce. So you can see the magic now. Yeah, yeah. If you're enjoying the beats, put it in the chat. Yeah. All right. So now that we've gotten our drum, what is the next thing to do to find a melody? Now we have to find the main melody of the song. So what we do, we have to now load up a plugin, and let's load up probably a keyboard sound, which we're going to use to create our melody for the beat. We're going to use a keyboard sound or probably a guitar sound. Let's just find some nice. So I will load up my Kontakt. Now this Kontakt is not, if you're just a new user on in FL Studio, you will not find Kontakt until you install it. So you have to buy it and install it. Yeah, so to be able to use it, or probably there are some other very nice plugins like stock plugins that comes with the software when you buy it newly. So without that, let's look for a sound that we're going to use. Let's try a keyboard sound, a piano sound first, and see what we can get from it. So I'll first of all try to play around, because right now I don't even have a melody in my head on what to create. So I'll just like try to play around and then see if we can find a melody that we can use. So I'll play the beat, the drums, so I'll be able to follow up. I think that's a very good melody. I think I love that. So I'm gonna use that to create to build up the beat. So let me record that. So what I have to do for me to record what I'm gonna play with my keyboard is just to click on this record button up here. And see this record button. You click there, and then you click on Notes and Automation. All right, let's go. All right, let's record. So you see how easy it is. I think that's a very nice melody. So the next thing I'm gonna do is to quantize the melody, is to quantize the beat, okay? To make sure that all the notes start at the right places, okay? So what I have to do is I'll just Control A on my keyboard, which is to select everything. Then I'll Control Q. If you Control Q is going to like put the note in the right places, and then we can just extend the note manually. For the sake of the people that are just learning, beginners, I'll have to do it manually. There are other ways that you can do it quickly. There are shortcuts that you can use on the keyboard to extend it, without having to do it individually. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to just do it manually, or extend it manually. Okay, so now on this down here you have the velocity. I want to make the velocity, let me just unify the velocity for now, but it's always advisable to it's always advisable to not keep the velocity at the same how do I put it? It's always advisable to play around with the velocity. Let me use that word. Okay, so but before that, I want to play it again and hear it. So listen to it and see how it sounds. So I think I like the way it sounds. I think we have a nice melody so far. Yeah. All right. What do you think about this? What do you think about this melody? This do you think it's nice? Please put it in the charts. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is to find a baseline for this. So I'm going to find a baseline for this, and I'll use a plugin called Nexus. If you're a music producer, I believe you familiarize with that plugin. You already know the plugin. So first thing I'm going to do is I'll go to the base section of the plugin, and then I'm going to use my usual basic sign, which is like a sub bass. It's very good for Afrobeat, and I'm going to try to play the the root note of those chords. So let's try. Let's go. All right. So that's what we're going to play, the root note. Let's go. Let's record it together. So you see, so easy, very, very easy. Is it not easy? It's so easy. So now we are going to quantize it the same way we did for the other melodies. We are going to quantize it by clicking Control Q to put them in their right places. Okay, so then I will adjust the velocity. I will level up the velocity because that's how I want. That's what I want for this beat. All right. You can still lower the volume of the bass a little bit. Right. So I think we are making a good progress. What do you think? We are making a good progress. So it's so easy to create Afrobeat. That's one thing most people don't know. It's so easy. Just have a melody, get your drums. If you don't know how to, if you don't know how to even create drum patterns, you could get loops. There are a lot of loops online. I have loops on my website as well. If you want to download some nice drum loops, Fuji loops, African loops, just visit isonbeat.store to download any download loops, and then use it to make your beats. Hi Elton, what's up? You're welcome, brother. So now you see how easy it is. This tutorial is for those of you who doesn't know anything about music production when it comes to FL Studio and you want to learn. This is the tutorial for you guys. So join me and learn. Let's learn it little by little, and you'll be able to understand how to create your first beat. It's very easy, very, very easy. Create your drums, go to the next pattern, create a melody. You can even decide to do everything in the same pattern. All right, so the next thing we are going to look at is to find another melody that will follow, like how do I put it, like a lead that will follow the beat. Let's get the lead that will follow the beat. And so for that, I have to like play around and probably find a suitable lead for this. So let's go. So I'll use, this is called GMS. This GMS is actually a plugin, a stock plugin in the FL Studio. If you do not have a lot of third-party plugins, you look for this plugin GMS. It contains a lot of nice sounds. You can see it has a very nice bass lead. You can see parts, there are even effects, you understand. So I'll try to find a lead under the lead and synth. Do, 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 do. Oh, do, do, do. All right. Let's see. I want to make this beat very, very, very easy. In fact, the easiest beat that you have ever learned on YouTube. Very easy, very, very easy. So we are going to just do something like bang, 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 bang. Let's try it. I want to make it so easy because I know this is just for tutorial purpose. So I want to keep it so as easy as anything. So I will just be vamping it like that with this lead, with this. Is it called Gizmo? Gizmo TE. That's the name of that sound. So let's record something. Let's go. All right, let's quantize it and see how it will sit in the beat. If it does not sit well, I'll take it off. Or what do you guys think? Do you think this actually sits very well on this beat? What do you not think? Oh, let me know. Do you think it sits very well? Let me play it again. Okay, I think I missed the first timing. Or probably I will just do it like this. No, I think I'll feel it back. I don't think this sits very well, so I will take it off. So that's one thing about beat making. You try and then you remove, you try, you remove, you try, you change, try to, until you find something that is very perfect. So what I will do, I will try to, let me use a kalimba. Let me use a kalimba or a marimba. Let's see how it sounds. Since it's Afro beats, we want to make it very, very Afro. Very Afro. The usual, Afro beat is now. Make it very, very Afro. Afro. All right, let's try to, find another sound here. I would try to use a sound from Purity. This plugin is called Purity. Is a very popular plugin. Is a classic plugin. It's a plugin that has been there for years, and producers are still using it up to today. Up to this day. I mean, I don't know the year that this plugin was released, but this is a karimba. No. Let's test it to see how it sounds. Let's try it. I think that's not bad. 1, 2, Jerry, go. All right, let's quantize that and see how it sounds. Control Q. All right, I would like to strum this. I would like to strum these. So let's strum it a little bit. Or let's just like yeah, I think it's nice. Hey, I think we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Hey, like it. Hey, sounds nice, right? All right, so let's still find something. Let's see, find another sound, and then find another sound. Sound. I like the sound. Okay, all right. I think something just. I have an idea right now. Let me try to like put something like a string. Let's put some strings to it. There's a way I want to put that string, and then I'll also load up another plugin called Expand. Expand has a lot of nice blocks in it according to some our let's try something, then we'll change the sound. Let's go. All right, let's see. So I will bring this note down by doing Control, then arrow down. The beat is coming alive. Yeah, what do you think about the beats? I think this is sounding so nice, I'm going to try to add a few more things, but when you're creating video, you also have to be very careful so that you create space for where the artist will sing, where the singer will come in, so you don't want to choke it too much. You understand? So let's just continue. let's just freestyle.